I'm going to lead this presentation on Kangen Water. And I really want to welcome each one of you for this presentation. Let me start by introducing myself. So by profession, I run a business of electrical products for the last 30 years. I'm a manufacturer, importer, distributor of electrical products, which I supply to more than 700 dealers across 6 states in India. And this business I have been in since 1989. This company was started by my father in 1948. I'm also an importer of designer ceiling fans, and I've also imported a few containers of Ghana teakwood logs. But from the last 33 months, I am full-time into this product called Kangen Water. And you would be wondering that at the age of 45, being in business for 30 years, I have shifted my career 2.5 years back. And this is what I do full-time, and I really love what I do. So let's get into this conversation, and first let's look at, as the slide says, change your water, change your life. Now if you change your water, how it can change the rest of your life, let's get into this. So first let's look at what is water. So 70% of our body is water. Our brain is 75% water, our blood is 83% water, our bones, they are very hard, they are also 22% water, our muscles are also 78% water. So 70% of our body is water. And currently the water that we are drinking since years is clean water. So you may be, the municipal corporation supplies water to your home and you have a purifier to clean that water, and you've been having this water since years. Whenever you travel outside, you prefer to have bottled water. Now both these waters are clean, but we really don't know whether they are safe and healthy. And I'm going to have a conversation about healthy water. And this began in the year 1950. There are some places across the globe and these waters are called miraculous healing waters. You have the holy water in Lourdes, France. You have the wonder water Nordenu, Germany, Talcote, Mexico. In India, you have Gangotri, called the Ganga Jal. You talk to any Muslim, he'll talk about Abe Zamzam in Mecca. Now, all these waters had one thing in common. It had a feature called active hydrogen. We call that alkaline water. Now, let me introduce to you this scientist. His name is Dr. Henry Konda. Now, he's a Nobel Prize winner and he won a Nobel Prize. He's been researching what will it take for us to live long and stay healthy. Now, we want to live long, but more important is to stay healthy. And he has been researching on this community called the Hansa community. And these people stay in the north of Himalayas. Their average lifespan is 125 years. Father 95, son 78, both healthy. 3 generations in this picture, all healthy. And their women are the most beautiful women in the world. Books have been written on them called the longevity secrets. And one of the reasons they live so long, if you they stay on high altitude. The air that they breathe is fresher. They have ordinary food, but they have this water, the glacier water melted from the snow. Now when scientists researched on this water, they found 3 unique properties. This water was a powerful antioxidant, it was alkaline, and it was microclustered. And now I'm going to introduce you to this company, Inagic, a 45-year-old Japanese company, one factory in Osaka, Japan, supplying to more than 170 plus countries worldwide. 23 countries, they have their own offices, 38 locations. Indian office is in Bangalore. Now we as a team, the Miracle team, we have 70 plus offices across the country. 7 of them are in Mumbai and we have our head office in Khar. Now this company has 4 international gold seal certifications. ISO 9001, 13485, 14001. We are members of the Direct Selling Association and we also have the WQA certifications. Now this company initially in the year 1974 manufactured machines and supplied only to Japanese hospitals. And hospitals obviously had patients. And when patients consumed this water, it had a great impact on their health. They went back home, this water was not available. They used to queue up outside the Japanese hospitals to collect the water. 1994, the company introduced this model which is called the SD501. So I've been having this water for the last 3 years. Now this company is an original equipment manufacturer. It is licensed as a medical device manufacturer in Japan. international certifications like ISO 13485, and 13485 is only given to a company or a product which has a medical grade certification, and in Japan ISO 13485 on the category of water ionizer, this is the only company and model across the globe. It has a 5-year international warranty. The estimated life of this machine is 20 to 25 years, and it has a patented e-cleaning system. It has 4 international gold seal certifications also. Now, how does this work? Now, the water that's coming to your home is the corporation water, and when that water passes it through this machine, 3 features will get added: antioxidant, alkaline, microclustered, and this water we will call as Kangen water. Now, Kangen in Japanese means return to origin, back to source. This machine restructures your tap water, adds these features, and this water is available to you 24/7. You have a machine, Kangen machine at home. So we'll talk about all these features, and we'll also do some tests. So let's look at the first feature of this water, that this water is a powerful antioxidant. Now, before I talk about antioxidant, let me distinguish oxidation. Now, if I cut an apple and keep it for a little while, it will start getting oxidized. Now, we humans are also aging. I'm 45 right now, next year 46, can't do much about it. But if I take some antioxidant supplements, my aging could slow down. And those antioxidants are measured in a unit called ORP, oxidation reduction potential. The system is very simple. So I'm going to do a test to distinguish this. We have different waters, and we have a meter which is called the ORP meter, and if the reading of that water comes anything above +1, the water is oxidizing your cells. Your RO water, bottled water, tap water, soda and cold drinks are all oxidizing your cells. Anything -1 is an antioxidant, and antioxidants are good for health. They reduce the free radicals in the body. Aging slows down. Now, you could have natural antioxidants like vitamin C, orange juices, but I think 1 or 2 glasses in a day. What about green tea? 2 cups, 3 cups, but water is something that you may consume minimum 2 to 3 liters. Now, if you start having Kangen water, 1 glass is equivalent to having 4 cups of green tea. So let me distinguish this with a test. And we have 4 waters here. First water is the corporation water. I filled it in the first glass. This is bottled water, popular brand. We have soda, and this last glass has Kangen water. And the test is very simple. I have a device which is called a ORP meter. It's a device available on Amazon. It measures in millivolts. Test is very simple. We will just check if the reading comes anything above +1, the water is oxidizing you, or it's an oxidant. Anything -1 is a powerful antioxidant. So let's go ahead and check it. So I've switched on the meter. Let me first check the corporation water, and if you see, this reading is above 280. And why it's so high? Because before we filled this water from the kitchen, this water has been lying in this building tank for at least 1 or 2 days, coming from some municipal corporation reservoir which is 20, 50, 100 kilometers away in those iron pipes. Let's go to that reservoir. You know, the main source of all water is rains, and this is last year's rain water. No wonder it's almost +300. Let's check bottled water. Slightly better, but still around 270, 280. Let's check soda. If you see, it jumped above 400. Finally, we will check Kangen. So I'm just going to clean this device because the soda will get stuck to it. Let's try Kangen. -600. So this is the only water which is negatively charged by a process of electrolysis. It's antioxidants, very good for health. Let me introduce to you this scientist. His name is Dr. Otto Heinrich Warburg. He's a Nobel Prize winner, and he won a Nobel Prize in 1923. He distinguished what's the reason for people getting cancer. And in 1931, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology. He says cancerous tissues are acidic, healthy tissues are alkaline. And I'm going to distinguish this with a test which is called the acid-alkaline test. And we have done all this in school. We have that litmus paper we used to put in water. It used to change color. 7 is neutral, which is green. Anything below 7 orange, yellow, light green is all acidic, and all your diseases, whether it's cancer, diabetes, arthritis, all the major cause is acidity in the body. Body turns alkaline, disease cannot exist. In order to make our body alkaline, there are various diets available in the market called vegan diets, not very easy to manage after a few months. Now, water is something which we are never going to stop drinking. Now, if you start having the water that turns your body alkaline, it would be advantageous to your health. So now we are going to distinguish the acid alkaline test, and I have 4 different waters in different glasses. First is the tap water, you have the bottled water, you have the aerated soda, and finally Kangen water. And the test is very simple. I have a liquid which is called the universal indicator pH tester, and I'm going to pour few drops in all these waters. They will change color. Anything which is 7 or green is neutral. Anything below 7, that's orange, yellow, red, light green, is all acidic. Anything blue and purple is alkaline. Let's check. So first I'm going to check is the corporation water. And if you see, this is neutral, around 7. Let's check bottled water. Now this is acidic. So we always think that the bottled water is better, but it's the other way around. Finally, third, that's soda. Now this is very acidic, it's 2.5 pH. And finally, we'll check Kangen. Now this is alkaline, 9.5. Now if you start having this water on a regular basis, it is naturally going to contribute to your health. But your next question could be, you'll say, Tarun, okay Tarun, I trust you, I'll buy the machine, but I will install the machine at my home. I will travel, I'll go out for vacations, business tours, that time I'm only exposed to these waters. What about that? So no problem, you can go outside, have whatever you want, but when you come back home, can you start having Kangen? Let's see the impact of Kangen on the different waters. Corporation, I'm adding Kangen water. This turned alkaline. Let's see the impact on bottled water. Turned alkaline. But when we had our aerated drinks or soda, even Kangen gives up. No impact. And this is so powerful that if I just add a little bit in this water, it's gone. Let's see the impact on bottled water. Gone. Even Kangen is not spared. This is the second test, which is the acid alkaline test. The third feature of this water is micro clustered. It's very light to drink. Now if you consume around 2 to 3 liters daily and I ask you to have 3 liters at one time, you will not be able to have it because the water is very heavy. The regular water has a molecular cluster of 15 to 20 molecules. That same water, when passes through the Kangen machine, is restructured from 15 to 20 to 5 to 6. So this is a lighter water. Now water's main role, it's like a transportation system for your cells. Whatever food you consume, the nutrition reaches the cells through water. The toxins are thrown out through water only. This is Dr. Peter Agre. He's a Nobel Prize winner. He talks about water channels. He says the regular water that you're consuming, 50% of that does not reach your cell. It's flushed out in urination, perspiration. Kangen water is a lighter water, and it's like a transportation system for your cell. The absorption is excellent. So I'm going to share this with another test. And for that, I have a tea bag which is Lipton green tea. And normally to make green tea, you will just remove the sachet from it, put it in the first glass. In order to make green tea, you will have to put in warm water, right? That's the way to make green tea. Is it possible to make green tea in room temperature water? Let's see. Can you see the green tea is not made? I'm going to shift this tea bag into another glass, and here I'm going to introduce Kangen water. The clusters were smaller, penetrated the tea bag, and the green tea was made. Now let's do this test again. I'm just going to take this tea bag, put it in the third glass. Let's try regular water again. Can you see the green tea is not made? I'll just shift this tea bag into the fourth glass and again introduce Kangen water. Now this is the feature of microclustered. The last feature of this water is hydrogen rich. So when I draw out water from the machine, it looks as if you are having some soda. Now this feature is there for few seconds. So highly recommended. 2 glasses in the morning, 2 glasses at night. Have directly from the machine. Very good for your health. And if you go to the Molecular Hydrogen Foundation, there is a lot of information about this water, how it can contribute to your health. Now you can store this water. The antioxidant feature will be there for 48 hours. So store it in glass bottles. Even your metal bottles are fine. Avoid plastic, and if you're keen on plastic, the BPA free bottles are also available. Now all these tests look very impressive, but we want to also check whether this has any medical evidence. So I'm going to introduce you to this doctor. His name is Dr. Hiromi Shinya. Now he's a world-renowned gastroenterologist. He is the inventor of colonoscopy. Any issues about stomach earlier, surgery was the only alternative till this guy introduced the colonoscopy. Now he's been practicing for 45 years, 6 months in Japan, 6 months in the US, has done more than 370,000 operations. He says, I have a Kangen water machine in my New York medical office, and this is the water I drink and give to my patients. Now he's the chief of the endoscopy unit, Beth Israel Medical Center. He is the clinical professor of surgery, Albert Einstein College of Medicine. And he has written many books, and we have ordered a few of these books from Amazon. The first book I'm going to share with you is the rejuvenation enzyme. He talks about reverse aging. And at the back of the book, if you see, he says how drinking Kangen water supports your health and energy. And in this book, chapter number 18 is totally dedicated on Kangen water. I have another book here, which is the enzyme factor. Diet for the future that will prevent heart disease, cure cancer, stop type 2 diabetes. It's the international health bestseller. More than 20 lakh books have been sold. Back of the book, if you see, it says drinking Kangen water can help cure obesity. The third book is the micro factor. Here also it talks about the power of Kangen water. Now if you write anything inconsistent, it takes a very long time in India for any suits and damages to be paid. But in the US or anywhere outside, within weeks suits and damages will have to be paid. These books are available internationally on Amazon. You can check them out. I'm going to also share with you a website. Now this is the website of the American Anti-Cancer Institute. This is not my website. Please go and check it. And there is a section in the website called the recommended products for cancer prevention. And they have rated 10 products. On the number 1, they have recommended Kangen water as the number 1 product for the prevention of cancer. And I want to share one book with you. Now this book is called Killing Cancer, Not People. It's written by Robert Wright, and Robert Wright is the director of the American Anti-Cancer Institute. 3rd edition going on, lakhs of copies sold on Amazon. This is like a Bible for people dealing with cancer. I'm going to share one paragraph from this book. He says at page number 168, if I were looking for an electrolysis unit today, I would choose the SD501 made by the Enagic company. I have explained most of my reasoning for the decision in my earlier comments. The versatile multifunction SD501 is rather expensive, he says, but worth every penny, and simply the Rolls-Royce of water ionizers. Now nothing about Rolls-Royce in cars, nothing about the SD501 in ionizers. That's what the American Anti-Cancer Institute director is saying. I want to introduce you to this doctor. He is Dr. Gerald Bredstein. He is the cardiologist to Barack Obama, Clinton, Bush, Queen of England and the Pope. Now he says hundreds and thousands of patients have seen remarkable results from drinking Kangen medical grade drinking water. We are doing our part to bring this technology to the medical community in the US. And Kangen water is going to revolutionize the health, fitness and wellness of our nation. This is going to be a great thing and will change the lives of millions of people. This is the Times of India article 15th January 2018. Here it says 2000 new cases for cancer are being distinguished every day in India. 17.3 lakh people expected to get cancer in 2020. These are a list of Japanese hospitals which has the Kangen machine. There are more than 400 hospitals and clinics in Japan that have the Kangen machine. There are various certifications. I've already mentioned a few of them. In Japan, there is an association of 6,500 MD doctors called JAPA. They have also certified this device. Now, what's this process? Water is H2O. When it passes through this machine, there is a process of electrolysis. This machine splits the water. The water coming from the top pipe turns alkaline. It's amazing to drink. The water from the down nozzle turns acidic. It has other applications which I'm going to share later. Now this is the heart of the machine. It has 7 electrode plates of titanium coated with platinum. Now titanium platinum is more expensive than gold. This full machine is a medical grade device in Japan. Now this one machine is going to give you 7 different types of water. 8.5, 9 and 9.5 is for cooking and drinking, but you start with 8.5 week 1, next week promote yourself to 9, and third week onwards 9.5. You're not used to having this kind of high pH water. So there will be a detox, maybe a slight upset stomach, maybe a headache. It takes few days for the water to settle in your body. Then it's absolutely fine, 9.5 always. Next water I'm going to talk to you about is called the 7 pH clean water. Now this is specially for your medicines and for children below the age of 5. Now the medicine's chemical formula is set at 7 pH by the pharma company, but we take medicines in acidic water. So the impact of the medicine goes down. More medicines have to be taken for same impact. If you take medicines with this water, and there are many thousands of people who have given their testimonials that they started taking medicines in this water, the medicine starting impacting 100%. There was an improvement in their reports, and their doctors themselves have reduced the medicine dosages, and there are many people who have given testimonials like that. Next water, very powerful, is called the 5.5 to 6 pH beauty water. Now this is a toner and astringent. It's great for your skin and hair, and amazing for plants and your pets. Now we've been using this water, this is the last rinse is always of this water. It's excellent for your skin and hair. Next water, which is one of the very powerful waters from this machine, is called the 2.5 strong acidic water. Now this is like a disinfectant, kills viruses and bacteria, sterilizing and sanitizing it's used as well. Very effective. There are many people who have given their testimonials about, it's impacted on skin issues as well. Now this water is used in the Japanese hospitals to sterilize the equipment in the operation theaters. Now I want to share something from my life. I am somebody who was dealing with severe psoriasis for the last 15 years. And I have tried all kinds of medicines, whether it's homeopathic, Ayurvedic, did not make any difference. I had cuts on my hand. It used to bleed. Very painful for me. And I used to, put band-aids and sit like this. It was very embarrassing for me. And I have been using this water for the last 2.5, 3 years. And the marks, the cuts have disappeared. The bleeding has stopped. The marks are still there. So this is something which I dealt with, and it impacted my life. That's why my conviction about this product went to the next level. Next conversation which I'm going to have with you is, you all consume fruits and vegetables. And we wash those fruits and vegetables under the tap like this. But our farmers are using a lot of oil-based pesticides. Now this guy is wearing a mask. It's so toxic. Do you think washing it under the tap, those pesticides come out? Not really. Okay, we think that it's come out. So I have done a test. I have taken a bunch of cherry tomatoes. I put it in 2 glasses. One, I washed it with the regular tap water. The other with the 11.5 high alkaline water. And if you see, in the first glass, the water is still white. It has removed the mud and dust. But the 11.5 high alkaline water has removed the pesticides coating on the fruits and vegetables. So this is also like a protection for me and my family. And I'm going to distinguish this with another test in front of you. So I have what here is till oil, and I'm going to take in 2 glasses. And oil, because the farmers use the pesticides, they're oil based such that they are stuck to the fruits and vegetables. Now what we do, we take and we have, this is normal water, and we try to wash the fruits and vegetables. Simple science, oil and water don't mix. So the oil has started floating on it. Now we have the 11.5 high alkaline water. This is not for drinking. This is to clean the fruits and vegetables, the pesticides on them. Oil-based pesticides, 11.5. Now this is emulsification. The oil has totally been torn apart, and all the fruits and vegetables, the pesticides on them will be washed away, and naturally it's a protective shield for you and your family. So let me distinguish this with another test, and I have a very good quality rice here. This is basmati rice. Let me take in both these glasses. What we'll do, we normally wash the rice with your regular water. Okay. Now let me wash the other rice with 11.5 high alkaline water. And we'll just stir it a bit because we normally wash the rice 2-3 times. Can you see the difference? This is with the normal water, it has removed the mud and dust. The 11.5 has removed the pesticides. Now this will naturally be consumed by you if not removed. So this is again a protective shield for you and your family. Now there's an article, Jaigaon is a place near Bhutan border, and there is a machine which is installed at Gorkha Sadan, and thousands of people collect water from there. And one newspaper guy reported, जयगांव में पीने के पानी के लिए लग रही है लंबी कतार, लोग कर रहे हैं बीमारी ठीक होने का दावा. But I want to be very, very clear here, this is not a medicine, it's not going to cure any illness. The kind of water that you are currently drinking till now, you didn't even know what you were drinking. By this presentation, at least I have made you aware that the water that you're currently drinking is acidic and it's oxidized. Now, I'm asking you to change your water to Kangen water, which is antioxidant, alkalized, microclustered and hydrogen rich. Just by changing your water, you can, 70% of your body is water. This is going to create a very good atmosphere, an environment in your body, and your body can perform. That's the intention of the conversation. One machine giving you 7 different types of water, healthy water to drink, sterilizing, disinfecting, sanitizing you. Skin and hair, there is a separate water, beauty water, clean water for your medicines and for your children below the age of 2. It also removes the fruits and vegetables, the pesticides are removed. And also there are testimonials about people being impacted in skin infections. Now any of these benefits, even if I calculate one of them, it is a good enough reason for you to invest this machine for your family right now. Let's look at the models. We start off with a JR4 which has 4 plates. The price of this machine is 2,18,000 including GST 18%. And this is available on 10,500 approximate EMI on a credit card for 2 years. You have the SD501 which is 2,77,000 and it's available to you on an EMI approx of 13,500 rupees. This 277 is including GST. Let's compare these machines. The JR4 has 4 plates. The SD501 has 7 plates. So the antioxidants in the JR4 is around 250 negative. In the SD501 approximately minus 450. 3-year warranty, 5-year warranty, 10 to 15 years of life, 15 to 25 years of life, 3 liters a minute, 6 liters a minute. Followed by a K8 which is 3,43,000 available on an EMI on a credit card for 16,500 rupees. This has 8 plates. The antioxidants comes to around minus 650, and finally is the Super 3,97,000 including GST, and it's available to you 19,500 rupees per month EMI on a credit card. There are more than 379 research papers on this water on PubMed, and there are more than 200 to 300 doctors who have given their testimonials about the benefits of this water. Finally, I want to share with you how come I came into this business. So I saw this presentation around 3.5 years back. A friend of mine got this product to India, invited me for a presentation at Courtyard Marriott. Lunch was served. The demo was led by a 25-year-old Malaysian guy. Now he was dramatizing all these tests, and at the end of the presentation, I was asked how was the presentation for me, and I said, okay, I don't trust this, but still, no problem. And I walked off. Almost a year passed. And my friend used to meet me every week. He used to share about the benefits this water all across the country. He used to travel. And December 2016, my mother was then 84 and she was dealing with blood pressure, hallucination, Alzheimer, Parkinson, 24 tablets daily. But you would have met her, she used to look like 65. She'll go to the parlor, color her hair, absolutely active in life. December 2016 suddenly was bedridden, and that was a lot of unworkability in our house. My friend suggested, Tarun, why don't you collect water from my home, give it to your mom. If this will not benefit, it will certainly not harm. It's water. We are not adding anything to the water. We are not removing anything from the water. I said, makes sense. So I used to go to his home daily and collect 5 liters of water. We started giving it to my mother. Within 5 weeks, at the end of the 5th week, my wife tells me, this year in Diwali, you buy me one jewelry less. It's okay, but buy this machine. My mom, who was bedridden for 5 weeks, started coming down in the building and taking rounds. I stay on the 2nd floor and the building does not have a lift. So it was a miracle in my life. I immediately swiped my card and we bought this machine on a 2-year EMI. Now within few weeks, when I started consuming this water, I found a real difference in my digestion issues. Skin issues which I was dealing since 15 years started showing results within 5 to 6 months. In the meanwhile, my friend visited Japan and he shared a video that one factory it's supplying to the globe. That got confirmed. I had some meetings with few people who were doing this business for a very long time, and the feedback I got was company is genuine and Japanese are known for integrity and quality. Jan 2018, I took this up full time, and it's been 2.5 years full time into this business, and I have given this machine to more than 400 families, 1400 families. All of them say it's expensive, yet to find somebody who says it doesn't work. Thank you everybody for your time.